Okay, I'm testing Syflex. This is a collision object, and in layer 2 we have the cloth object. And if I go to weight shade, I've made two weights here. I made corners, which you can like barely see here and here, and weighting, which is just something, well, just a test really. So I'll just send this to layout. Here we go. And I'm gonna move this. Oops. I'm gonna move this up. And Syflex is a deformation plugin, so we'll say layer 2 here, and we'll say Sycloth. Okay, and we'll just leave we'll just leave this to default, and we'll add a force, gravity. Okay, well, we'll leave it for like that for now. You don't need to close this window, so you can just say, just grab the timeline and it happens real time. I'm just gonna leave it like this. But remember that the values, the default values here are really low, so just be aware of that. Okay, so we made it fall, and next we're gonna make it, I'm gonna try this one, nail. We'll add a force called nail, and we'll say weighting. Let's see what it does when I scrub the timeline. So that is the weight map I made earlier. So let's just say soft and see what happens. We'll see that it has a more soft simulation. I just want to say that as far as the weight map here and the blur, that you have this tool called FI WeMap blur, and you can blur the weight map, so you should get a hold of that. Okay, so that worked. Well, I can try to change the stiffness here. I'll just set a really high value. So as you can see, behaves quite differently. It's really great though, it looks great. Okay, actually I'm gonna edit that one. I want to go back to nail 1, and I don't want to use weighting, I want to use corners, and I'll scrub the timeline. Nothing happens because it's like completely stiff. I'll say soft, see what happens. Well, just false really. Let's try this 20. Alright, cool. Let's try 5 here. Now it's computing really slow. Faster machine you have. Oops. Well, you get the idea. So you just need to find the correct settings here. What do you think looks good? Okay, I'll add another force here, and let's see, direction X. I need to pump this up, the intensity. Well, I don't know. This is the first time I ever use this, so we'll try this. Nothing much happens here. Let's try to pump this up. And there we go, yeah. It has a force here, as you can see. It's nice. So it's sort of how much you want it to be affected in the X, and you could almost call this degrees, I guess. The intensity, oh, never mind, but you get the idea. You have to adjust these ones. Now I'll turn on double-sided here. Okay, and frequency, how fast it bulges, I guess. There's one bulge, there's two, there's three. So let's try to set this to 3 or something. 1, 2. No, not really. Okay, let's try something high. Maybe it's a waveform. It could be. That's a high number. So there's a big difference between actually, I have to admit, I don't know what this does. I'll have to look it up. But there you go, just some random or fun testing in Syflex.